Hi, Stacy Elliston here with HIVE Collaborative based out of Dallas, Texas, multidisciplinary firm focused on the hospitality, design, and project management industry. So it actually started in high school, strangely enough. And when the colleges come for their career fairs, the Art Institute of Dallas was there for a career fair my junior year. And I was talking to them and I was like, wait, this, like, you can go to school for this and you can do this for a living. And so they offered summer programs. So I did like a week or two long summer program between my junior and senior year of high school at the Art Institute here in Dallas. And after that, I was done. The selection was done. I was going to the Art Institute. I was studying interior design. I was doing visual display for years, even before that, while I was in school. And I just stayed on doing visual display after I graduated, and then got an opportunity to join Wilson Associates as their librarian in 1995. And that's what kind of sparked my start in hospitality, and I've never left. The first project I ever was able to work on was for MGM Mirage with Steve Wynn, and they were building at the time, it was a $500 million resort casino and spa in Biloxi, Mississippi, called Beau Rivage. And I was put on that design team, and it really did change. It really did set the tone for what to expect, what the level of expectation of design, high level of design, what to expect, and also to work with, somewhat challenging clients and be around that large of, here I go back to the transaction and the business part of it. And it really sparked my interest a lot in the gaming industry. And so little did I know at that time that, yes, I was working on the initial project, but then in an ex-firm that I had formed with a project manager that I had worked with at Wilson Associates, we were continuing. We had the opportunity to continue to work on that project after Hurricane Katrina. Basically took it completely out of service. We had to completely renovate it and rebuild it. The other project was the Best Western premiere that we did in Haiti, of all places. And it was the first branded hotel in Haiti since like the 70s. And it really was a wonderful experience to get to know the country, get to know the people, extract the stereotype from what it is. It's a beautiful country. It has beautiful people, and the workmanship and the artistry in that country and people is extraordinary. I'm super passionate about the African bush, the African elephant, the Sheldrick Trust, Elephant Havens, those types of organizations in Africa that are truly trying to save the African elephant, basically. But then there's also, bees obviously are very important to me. I love what they stand for. There's a few different organizations that support, military veterans in taking care and owning a hive and being in a position to benefit from having that hive, both emotionally and financially. So that is very important to me. And then I have a Bernese mountain dog, and she's the best. But this particular breed is very susceptible to cancer, all sorts of health issues. And I've come to learn that there's a specific organization that spends a lot of money in the research for this particular breed in helping to understand and possibly prolong and create some sort of prevention to what ails them long term. I'm really interested and I'm really excited about the movement from this very monochromatic and stark existence in a hotel to adding some layers to the design and adding some color and some pattern and giving it a little bit more personality and characteristics. And I don't want us to see us getting away from like the sense of place. And I'm noticing that a little bit more is so many, and more so too in the guest rooms where it's just kind of a plug and play. It's, oh, here's the headboard. We have 2 attached nightstands, plug in whatever wall covering or whatever you want to do behind the headboard wall. It's just becoming such a like plug and play. And I think we can do a lot better. I think we've taken the less is more to an extreme that we need to kind of pull the reins back a little bit. When designers are with a firm, and even a big firm, and they come to the conclusion that they want to do it themselves, I don't think many of them realize the depth of really what it takes to establish a design firm that will last. So my suggestion and my advice is always just make sure you truly understand start to finish. You're not only working on getting the design projects, but you're having to make sure they're profitable, and you're having to make sure you're billing, and you have to make sure that you're getting paid, and you have to make sure the lights are on. I encourage everyone to never like distance yourself, regardless of how big you grow. Don't distance yourself from your team and what you do on a daily basis with your team. I think it's so hyper important from day one, where you're all, super scrappy and you're all taking out the trash and you're all like putting paper in the copy machine. Don't ever get away from that. I am teaching also depending on the semester, whether it's, commercial 1 class or commercial 2 class or professional practices, because back when we were referencing in school that we're so hyper focused on residential, that I had an opportunity to come in as an adjunct professor. And it's been really nice to be able to speak and interject the hospitality element into the courses and have those experiences and have those guest speakers and be able to share, here's what a presentation looks like for a hotel. Yes, it's 142 pages. And here's a drawing set for a hotel, and yes, it's 300 pages. I am half Armenian, and I have taken such a liking going down the rabbit hole of my grandfather's path to this country. He came to this country when he was 11 years old. He was an orphan. He came by himself. And so, you know, I am I continue to learn things, you know, all the time about that history. And I think it's incredibly interesting to where we truly came from. And he was such a lover of this country and everything that it offered him, and he just passed that all down to us.